Swarupji, welcome.
Hi.
And thank you for giving us this time. From being a 8-year-old girl who went for recreation to a theatre to becoming a model, how did the journey begin?
How did the journey began is like I always think that I was born in theatre because of Dad and the Indian National Theatre, and I grew up with these great stalwarts like Sarita Joshi, Praveen Joshi, Arvind Joshi. I've seen Bhakti Barve, all of them. There's so many of them. All these people, I've seen them as a little kid. What was my greatest Saturday, Sunday time pass was to go to the rehearsals and sit and watch them. That time I didn't understand the intensity of it or, the importance of it. But for me, it was like such an incredible world, And then I would sit with Sarita auntie while she was doing her makeup. So you'd not believe it. I think by the time I was about 9-10 years old, I knew how to do theatrical makeup. Not social makeup, theatrical makeup. So, perfect base, lagana, ye color, wo color, grays, and all that. Because I used to watch her and I used to watch the way she would drape her sari and, the way... I remember once, for example, there was rehearsals going on and Shafi Bhai was there because Shafi, Namdar and Jani and all of them were there as young... then they were in college, they were in the youth wing of the INT. And I was sitting next to Shafi Bhai. I must have been 13, 14. And he says, just see Sarita auntie. The way she stands and the way she sits even while she's rehearsing. So, she'd never be... She'd always be like this. She'd always be alert, So, you just got ingrained with all these things and you were put... So that was one big thing. But along with these people, when I learned theatre, along with theatre, theatre के साथ मैं बहुत और चीज़ें भी सीखी. जैसे मैं art सीखी. क्योंकि, somehow theatre, arts is all together. Great painters and Praveen uncle and that's Praveen Joshi and my dad, Bachu Sampath, they would introduce me to great painters. हाँ, तो मैं 10 साल की थी तब से मैं वैन गो की पेंटिंग्स को जानती थी, हिज स्टारी नाइट्स, क्योंकि वो लोग इंट्रोड्यूस करते थे. जैसे बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ें सीखती थी उनके साथ. आपको पता है हिचकॉक की एक फिल्म में सैल्वाडोर डाली ने सेट्स बनाए, तो वो मुझे पता था कि देखो. तो जब मैं 16-17 साल की थी तो डैडी के फ्रेंड्स सब ग्रेट फोटोग्राफर्स थे. सुरेश शेठ, दयाराम चावड़ा, धीरज चावड़ा, द ग्रेटेस्ट ऑफ दैट टाइम. तो वो लोग मेरी तस्वीरें खींचते थे और मुझे कैमरा से बहुत लगाव था. मैं बहुत कंफर्टेबल हूँ क्योंकि लाइक बीइंग ऑन स्टेज आई एम कंफर्टेबल, लाइक बीइंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ द कैमरा आई एम कंफर्टेबल, क्योंकि वो फोटोग्राफर्स मेरे फोटोज तब वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. तब ना डिजिटल कैमरा नहीं था, राइट, रोल था. और जैसे हम डिजिटल कैमरा में 20, 25, 30 ताड़ क्लिक करते हैं, हम उस वक्त ऐसे क्लिक नहीं करते थे क्योंकि वो फ्रेम था. तो वी वुड से ओके दिस इज़ द फ्रेम, दिस इज़ द फ्रेम. और हमेशा वो 4-5 कैमरा के साथ काम करते थे और चारों में 5, 6, 10 फ्रेम्स बची होती थी. तो वो मुझे फ़ोन करते थे कि अगर फ्री है तो आजा स्टूडियो पे फ़ोटोज़ खींचते हैं. तो मैं तो ये मस्ती मजाक में इन फन आई यूज्ड टू गेट फोटोग्राफ्स टेकन, एंड आई यूज्ड टू रियली एंजॉय माई सेल्फ. तो ये चला. फिर मैं विमला पाटिल जी को मिली और मैंने फेमिना का कवर किया था. आई डिड द कवर ऑफ द फेमिना मैगजीन and the cover came out in 78 December or something like that, and the 79 Miss India was going to happen. और डैडी ने मेरा फॉर्म भरा. उन्होंने कहा मिस इंडिया बनो. तो मैंने बोला नहीं यार, एक्चुअली मैं थोड़ी शाय भी थी और मैंने बोला नहीं मुझे नहीं करना ये. तो उन्होंने बोला अगर तुम जीत गई तो तुम्हें दुनिया फिरने को मिलेगी, यू कैन गो रोमिंग अराउंड. तब का मिस यूनिवर्स वाज इन वेस्टर्न ऑस्ट्रेलिया. और रियली हमारे टाइम में अपने आप के टू गो ऑन योर ओन स्टीम टू गो अब्रॉड जैसे डैडी के टिकट नहीं, मैंने खुद, मेरी वजह से मुझे टिकट मिली और मैं जा रही हूँ, वो बहुत बड़ी बात थी तब। अब देखो तो मेरे बच्चे 10-12 साल के थे, अमेरिका घूम के आए, और हमारे टाइम में ऐसा नहीं था। सो ऐसे ओके चलो, दुनिया देखने के लिए मैं मिस इंडिया बनी। और विमला पाटिल को मैंने कहा नेक्स्ट ईयर, उन्होंने कहा नो दिस ईयर। सो ऐसे चलो कर लेते हैं, एंड आई बिकेम मिस इंडिया।
You remember the winning, the last when they announced your name. How did you react, and what was that laugh for that answer that won people's heart?
It was nice, तब के ज़माने में फैशन शो भी होता था और मिस इंडिया भी साथ में होता था, and it was really nice. And Sangeeta Bijlani was one of the top models at that time. There was Mazhar Khan, and all these other people were there. And मैंने छोटे छोटे earrings पहने थे, तो संगीता and the INT staff that all was there, they said कि ये तो बहुत छोटे earrings है। तो संगीता बिजलानी ने she said please wear my Kundan earrings. So the jewelry I'm wearing in the final round is actually Sangeeta's. So it was so sweet of her to lend me her jewelry. But then she was a model. She was not contesting for the Miss India. और मुझे ये भी याद है कि मैं बैठ के सबको देख रही थी ऐसे, और सब all the other contestants इतने टेंशन में, ये करो वो करो वो करो मैं रेडी होके बैठ रही थी और देख रही थी ये क्या कर रहे हैं, और थिएटर तो मेरे लिए स्टेज इज़ माई होम, राइट। दे वर इन अ न्यू प्लेस, पर मैं तो मेरे होम में थी, मुझे अभी भी याद है जब मैं बैठी थी बैक स्टेज में, एक वो कार्टन जैसा था लकड़े का, उस पर मैं बैठी थी, और मज़हर खान आके मुझे बोला कि you're going to win. So I said, I don't know. And then was the speaking round. जब तब हम सबको सेपरेटली बोलने को बोलते, कहा कुछ पूछते थे। तो मुझे पूछा कि तुम्हें एक्ट्रेस बनना है तो हमें कुछ एक्टिंग करके दिखाओ, और तब हम कार्ड पकड़ते थे। सो आई सेड विद दिस कार्ड एंड ऑल, मैं कैसे एक्टिंग कर सकती हूँ? अच्छा ये कार्ड आप पकड़िए। तो मैंने उनको कार्ड दिया, तो ऑडियंस थॉट दिस इज़ लाइक रियली कूल, लुक एट हर, ज़रा भी कॉन्शियस नहीं है। फिर मैंने डायरेक्टली ऑडियंस के साथ बात की और कहा कि अगर मैं एक्टिंग करूँ तो मुझे आपको बताना पड़ेगा आगे क्या हुआ, पीछे क्या हुआ, ये क्या वो क्या, इससे तो अच्छा मैं एक थोड़ा सा माइम करके दिखाती हूँ। और मैंने कहा हेलो, यस, नो, 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 यस, या, और ऐसे यस नो यस नो यस नो करती रही, और फिर बोला रॉन्ग नंबर, तो द ऑडियंस जस्ट फ्रीक्ड आउट बिकॉज मैंने बहुत लाइक इट वाज हाँ ना, सिर्फ यस एंड नो, बट डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ यस, डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ नोज, एंड लाइक वो बंदा इतनी बातें कर रहा है और ये रॉन्ग नंबर है, सो इट इज़ लाइक दे रियली लाइक्ड इट। Then in one round they asked all of us the same question. वो question quite funny था. You see, Eagle Flask was the sponsor. So they asked us what is the similarity between a beautiful woman and an Eagle Flask. And everybody said it's such a funny question. And all 10 of us were on stage. So ऐसा नहीं है कि तुम्हें वक्त मिलता है सोचने के लिए, because you're listening to the other person's answer. So तुम्हारा आंसर तुम्हें मिल गया होना चाहिए, by the time the first one answers. And they said painted, ये hard, वो सब. When it came to me, I said they're both unbreakable. And he just loved the answer, and the judges loved the answer. They thought that is really clever, So I became, and it was such a fantastic feeling. It was like so beautiful to be, appreciated like that. And, you're just 18, 19, you're very young. So, like I came from such a protected family, not, done all these things. I'd done one play. But yeah, so it was great.
But I heard something, I think one of the interviews mentioned, was Paresh Bhai and a brother there in the audience when he won the...
They were there. and they had the best seats because, you know, they came with me when I went for the Miss Bombay contest, which was just before that. So they were sitting in the third or the fourth row. My parents and all were in the back row because, you know, when I won the Miss Bombay, everybody called them up and said, listen, you better come for the Miss India, you know. So they came and they, you know, were sitting wherever. But when I won, Paresh and Rajat, my brother, both of them were standing. And I just died of laughter watching those two cartoons clapping away, you know. It was so funny. But yeah, it was a lovely feeling. And I'm really proud of it. तब मैंने सोचा कि क्या मिस इंडिया एंड यू नो, पर तब मुझे पता नहीं था कि एक बार मिस इंडिया तो ज़िंदगी भर मिस इंडिया, और अभी भी मैं मिस इंडिया हूँ, यू नो, और उतना ही मान मिलता है. अभी जब मैं बच्चों को सिखाने जाती हूँ गांव में, यंग गर्ल्स, यू नो, वो घर जाके बोलती हैं कि पता है हमारी टीचर तो मिस इंडिया है. So, you know, it's something different. So, yeah, it's like goosebumps.
You know, initially when Miss India, people won Miss India, the transition was Sida cinema, Bollywood,
Yeah.
Bollywood. उस समय कैसा, how did people react to, and what did you do next? What did you decide to do next after winning the crown?
Well, actually, I did do films. I was already doing theatre. And I remember the second day there was a function in which Miss India was there. And Yash Ji was there, and he offered me a role, but he knew Dad already because unki film Ittifaq was made from Dad's Dhummas. So, you know, they knew each other very well. Rishida knew my dad, Raj Kapoor ji knew Dad. So all of them knew Dad because of the Indian National Theatre, because the Indian National Theatre was a very big thing. Besides, Indian National Theatre did theatrical service. So Indian National Theatre did the Miss India shows, the film fair. You know, they did all that backstage, but they still did it, you know. So all the big stars and big producers knew Dad because Dad was the producer of the Indian National Theatre. So, you know, it just kind of made it more comfortable because Dad knew them, and, you know, it was a little easier to work with some people Dad knew.
How many films did you sign?
Immediately two, Yash Ji and Rishida's. So Yash Ji, it was a 3-film contract, which I only did 2 films. And I did Sawal first and then Nakhuda. And Sawal and Naram Garam were released within a week of each other. So yeah, then I signed films. And
Then what happened?
you see, I did great theatre, but I think that was one of the worst time of films.
Talking about the 80s?
Hindi films, yeah. People like Rishida was getting old, Yash Ji was in a transition, and there were 2-3 films of Yash Ji's which I would have done, but they went to other actors. The other thing is that I was much taller than most of the heroes. So there was a film which I was going to do with Raj Kapoor, and it was finalized, but I couldn't because I was taller than the hero. And you know, there were so many films like that. There were some bad choices, some great choices. I did a film with Nasir, and you know, Lori I did where Nasir and I were there.
I want to talk about Lori. I have mentioned that in my points. We'll come back. I'll talk to you about Lori later. I can talk to Lori about Lori now only. Tell me about Lori, then we talk about your films.
So Lori was even a film which I started doing before the films were released. My other films. Only it got released after Naram Garam and all that. But shooting tabhi ho raha tha. Naram Garam ke release ke pehle around, you know, I think. I'm not so sure. But it was great fun because there was Shabana, there was Farooq Sheikh, and there was Nasiruddin Shah. And Nasir Bhai is the most dear person, you know, he's so kind and he would take so much care of me. And he found out that I'm going around with Paresh, and he just adored Paresh. You know, he had seen Paresh's Tokhar and he said, Paresh, I just love your performance. So, of course, he was senior to us and we really respected him. But when somebody you really respected and looked up to took care of you, it was so nice, you know. It was great fun working with him. There was another film which I did which was super. It was called Trikon Ka Chautha Kon. And I remember so very well that when it was released on television. And it was released one Sunday, and on a Monday I was going to Delhi, and Aparna Sen was going maybe to Calcutta or something, but we met at the airport. And she actually walked up to me and she said, Swaroop, I saw Trikon Ka Chautha Kon and what a performance. And you know, my day was made because Aparna Sen is something so great, you know. That time she wanted me to do a film with her, but I couldn't do it because by the time she went on to do the film, I was already expecting Anirudh. I just got married then. So, and then of course came Ye Jo Hai Zindagi after all these films and hits and misses.
Yeah, you mentioned 80s. 80s, the cinema was all about masala. We had the Jitendra, we had the Taki or Taki happening. That actually went against the kind of cinema you wanted to be part of.
Yeah, it just went against my sensibility because I was doing theatre. I grew up watching 12 Angry Men, Dial M for Murder. You saw this, Pygmalion, and so all films that, plays that were great plays and commercial plays. You see, that's the difference, is that we fill theatres with our plays. Like Khelaiya, which Paresh did, was a super hit play, even though, Prithvi would be full. People would sometimes, like, say, coming from Gujarat, would first buy the ticket and then take the ticket to come to Bombay. Then I did Ahat and what is the name of that play? Kumarni Agassi, I don't know, I've forgotten the Hindi name, with Shafi Bhai. And we had, like, the capacity of Prithvi would be like, say, 250, 300 max. We used to have over 450 people sitting in. And I remember Jennifer would tell Shafi, how many people are you going to take in the theatre? And Shafi Bhai would say, they're coming, let them come. Let our theatres fill up. So, why I'm saying this is because there was a whole lot of theatre that was happening, which was, hatke, which was not really filling theatres. Here we were doing great theatre with, like filling up. I remember we did Maharathi. That was the year we got married. It was after, of course, Ye Jo Hai Zindagi. Paresh directed it in 21 days and it was house full in 2 hours. 2 hours, it was a record. 2 hours, Maharathi was full. And every time till we went, like for 200, 300 shows, which was the first run, the theatre would fill up in like, initially it used to fill up in 2-3 hours. After that, it would fill up by the day. We've done houseful 500 shows. We've done a houseful Wembley. Yeah, so you can imagine. Yeah. So I was doing this great theatre, and there, on the other side, there was Taki O Taki happening. Frankly, I didn't like it.
You tried to mention Paresh Bhai, so I want to understand the love story. Of course, मैंने सुना भी है कि वो अमर गबर एंटनी वाला एपिसोड मुझे पता है, अलग-अलग. Tell me about कैसे परेश भाई और आपका रोमांस शुरू हुआ?
So actually, it seems कि परेश ने मुझे 1 साल पहले देखा था, before I talked to him. And he told his best friend, I'm going to marry this girl. So they're saying, let's go and find out who she is. It was in the theatre, Shambhu Mitra Festival. See, watching up with Shambhu Das, sitting right next to you. I was 16. And, Shambhu Das treating me like an adult and we are talking about plays, And how could that girl land up doing, these other films that were being made? Sorry, but that's the fact. Any case. So he told his best friend Mahendra Joshi, I'm going to marry this girl. So I think, chalo pata karte hain kaun hai ye. Paresh or Mahendra Joshi and Shafi Bhai were in the junior wing of INT. पता चला कि boss's daughter. So he's saying, यार boss की daughter है, saying किसी की भी daughter है, I'm going to marry her. So, but he's a very introvert person and he's very shy. So he didn't talk to me till I saw him in this incredible intercollegiate play where I just had to go and tell him that I've never seen a performance that's so good. So, then we became friends, and then I kind of, used to hang out with all these people in the junior wing. Tiku Talsania was there, and afterwards in the junior wing, Ketan Mehta also made One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and, so we had a whole lot of other people who acted in it, and we used to, I didn't know if I want to be an actress at that time, but I used to do backstage in costumes and hang out with these people, and they were making a play in which they wanted a girl and they couldn't find it. So Shafi says, yaar Paresh, teri girlfriend ko bolte hain, chal, come on, you do the role. And I did the role. At the same time, I did this play called The Lesson for intercollegiate type of competition, a one-act competition rather. So Mahendra Joshi won Best Director, Paresh won Best Actor, I won Best Actress, we won Best Play. And I thought, oh wow, this is good fun, so let's start acting. Then I started acting, Till then I was not thinking of acting. I was happy backstage doing, lights and sets and costumes. So that's how it went, and then, we would just hang around together, and it was this great friendship.
You married your best friend in a way.
Yeah, no, he wasn't my best friend, but yeah, it's very irritating. No, to be a best friend.
Tell me what do you like about Paresh Bhai and what you don't like about Paresh Bhai? You keep telling him that.
I can't tell you what it is exactly. It's something like my boys sometimes say, Mom, how did you marry him? He's so irritating. He's so, like he does such crazy things, But he is a very nice person. He's very simple, he's very loving, he's very caring, and it's very easy to be with him. He's super intelligent with this crazy sense of humor, rooted to the ground. And I think that's very attractive in him. Such a great actor. So I think the first attraction was that great actor on stage, and I'm like, wow, what is this, type of thing. And what is irritating about him is, before I used to get very irritated that he never wanted to go to parties, he never wanted to meet people. Nowadays, when I tell the boys, in hindsight, I think that was the best thing he did. Now I realize it was the best because, that means we spent all the time with our children and at home, and he spent that much time with me. Otherwise he would have been at parties and, stuff like that. And that didn't really happen because he just came from work home. And so that is really good. Simplicity. He's very stubborn.
Yeah, coming to that point, stubborn. You mentioned stubborn. Abhi, because I had reached out, I didn't want to ask that question then, but unka straightforwardness or stubbornness, does it go against him at times?
No.
Not really.
But at home, we have lots of fights over it. We three of us are on one side. So he says, stop ganging up against me. So, that way. And he just wants to do things his way, that type of a thing. He doesn't show it, but he definitely wants to do it his way. So...
When he decided ki when these reports about Hera Fairy nahi kare Paresh Bhai, were you upset because Hera Fairy is nothing without Paresh Bhai, without...
No, I wasn't upset because we really knew what's happening. More than me, I'm so happy this time, Bhakti, it was so interesting because the boys were with him. Now grown up and all that, and Dad, don't do this, and all his meetings with the lawyers and all, both the boys sat, and as soon as the meeting would get over, they would sit and discuss it. So this is one of the first time when I was a little in the back seat, but I was happy to take that back seat because then, you know, everybody has a different opinion, and already the boys were there giving their opinion, and Paresh had his opinion. I didn't want to make a mess. So I was quite happy to watch them, you know, taking care of dad. And, you know, father listening to them and saying, okay, I've got a meeting with the lawyer. I hope one of y'all are coming along. And, you know, things like that. So I'm really happy with that, you know.
And he's back in the film. That's very interesting.
It's very interesting, yeah. The script is not yet written, but yeah.
Amit told me about it. Amit had told me that.
Yeah.
You know, one more person. There are two more people I wanted you to talk about. One is Shafi Bhai. You kept mentioning Shafi Bhai numerous times. Tell me about Shafi Bhai, your equation with him.
Okay, so yeah, first we talk about Shafi Bhai before you talk about the next person, otherwise I'll get distracted. I was just telling Anirudh and Aditya the other day that Paresh is a great actor. He's an incredible, great theatre director. I don't know how he'd be on films. I don't think he wants to do it, but theatre director is like superb, which he's not doing and I'm very sad about. But he's a hopeless teacher. So he can only work with people who are ready. You know, he can't work with anybody who's raw. Whereas Shafi Bhai was one of the best teachers. And if I've learned anything about acting, it's from him. Or the books he would, you know, books of course which Paresh and I shared, but even Shafi Bhai. And I remember there was this book called The Composite Art of Acting. And he said, you know, all theatre actors should have this book. So that was one of my first books, and you know, you'll not believe it, even though it was an adult, I mean like a theatre book, brown paper covered it and I used to read it. Literally like a textbook, you know, which you did. Of course, I was about 17 or something at that time. So, you know, practically just out of school. But so many things that he has taught me, and I've picked up from him. You know, the other day, but he was a very important part of my life because I did theatre with him. I did my serial with him. And after Ye Jo Hai Zindagi and I got married, I did again All the Best with him till he expired. So he was a very important part of my life. He was a great friend. So it was very easy to work with him. I used to call him Shafi Bhai because I knew him when I was about 10, 11 years old. So, you know, all these guys used to come and it was so fascinating. You know, they were in college and they would sit with dad and discuss plays and I would just sit there and listen to them. So, you know, when I grew up, it was so easy to do this husband and wife thing with Shafi Bhai because we were so friendly with each other and I've grown up and, you know, I've gone to films with him, he's, you know, shared food with him. Like if he said, "God mein baith jao," I'd sit in his lap and I would not think twice. Because, you know, he's just been a part of my life, you know. So holding hands or, you know, intimacy or anything was so easy to do, you know.
Become comfortable.
Yeah, it was very comfortable. Besides, again, Shafi Bhai was very intelligent, a very nice person. You'll not believe it. A lot of my non-veg cooking he's taught me because he was such a good cook. So when I got married, you know, and I was doing All the Best, I was just basic Indian food, Gujarati food I kind of knew because my mother-in-law taught me. But, you know, and for Western food I knew because that I used to do before I got married. You know, pastas and pizzas and soups and all. But Indian non-veg, I didn't know. And a lot of the Muslim Indian non-veg Shafi Bhai taught me. You know, you'll not believe it. Sometimes he used to get up at 4 o'clock and make biryani for us and bring it in the 7 o'clock shift. So he taught me how to make, you know, all that food, like the khichda and the paya and, you know, all that. So, yeah, I really miss him. You know, it would be so much fun for my boys to see him and he would be so proud of what all, you know, so, yeah.
मतलब मैंने भी आई हैव मेट हिम मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं मिली पर मिली हूँ इतना ज़्यादा मेरा वो इंगेजमेंट कभी हुआ नहीं बिकॉज आई जस्ट स्टार्टेड आउट दैट टाइम अभी आप बताओ ऋषिकेश मुखर्जी, मतलब हाउ डिड दैट हैपन? मतलब ऋषिकेश मुखर्जी वन ऑफ माय फेवरेट डायरेक्टर्स, और कैसे हुआ था वो, और क्या मतलब आप रिलक्टेंट थे क्या उस समय?
No, no.
अच्छा.
Not at all. In fact, there was the producer Anand, Govinda's mama. He was the one who produced, introduced me to Rishida. And Rishida knew Dad. So, yeah, it was fun. More than Rishida, Naram Ganam was all about all of us being together. So, there was Hangal Saab, there was Amol Palekar, there was Kiran, there was Deena Ben, there was Utpalda. We were all theatre people, except Shatrugna ji. Everybody else was from theatre, so we had this whole different dynamic, of working together. And I remember Rishida bade scenes dekhe jate the, and Rishida was one of the best editors, as you know. He would put the camera on a crane and he'd give us the whole scene, and it would be one shot, two shot, long shot, close up, ye wo, cut pura without a cut. And we'd say, Rishida, and he would say, theatre ke ho na, karo. So learn up the whole scene and do it. But he forgot that it was my first film, I may be a theatre person, but I was still doing a film for the first time. But it was great fun working with him. It was superb. But equally, I had a great time working in Yash Raj films, because Yash ji was a very nice person, and Pam, and I really enjoyed it. I remember the full Silsila music session. I sat through all of them and the recording. It was, that was the whole different world, of glamour, and I had a great time in Yash Raj films too. But then I kind of just was very away from films, and especially when Paresh joined films, I was kind of a little distant from films. Anyways, at that time I was taking care of my kids, and
that was a conscious decision तो आपने लिया था कि आप बच्चों को संभालोगे और परेश सिनेमा करेगा.
Yeah.
तो परेश की क्या राय थी?
Paresh used to do 3-4 shifts in a day.
अच्छा, इसीलिए.
Then there was no ways of leaving the kids and going. So.
तो ऐसा कभी मतलब उस समय ये था कि कभी ऐसा लगा कि मैं करूँ सिनेमा बीच में, कभी करूँ, ऐसा कभी नहीं लगा आपको?
I was doing serials, one serial at a time. Of course, Ekta would offer me all her serials, and she used to say कि मैं first तुम्हारे पास आती हूँ, तुम ना बोलती हो तभी दूसरे actress के पास जाती हूँ. Because Ekta really liked the way I worked and Ye Jo Hai Zindagi, because that was with sub. I mean, All the Best was with sub. And I was doing All the Best. But then I told her I only want to do one serial at a time. And All the Best was running crazy so well.
बट स्वरूप मुझे याद है लोगों ने मतलब उस ज़माने में बोलते थे कि फिल्म के एक्टर टेलीविजन पे आया तो लाइक डिमोशन हो जाता था कि बहुत, तब उस समय लोग देखते थे उस नज़र से. आई रिमेंबर व्हेन
ये जो है जिंदगी किया तो फर्स्ट वो तुम लोग सीरियल कर रहे हो, बट in 4 episodes we became such huge names that when we walked into film parties, people would stop talking to look at us. And I remember Jitendra ji coming and saying, what are you doing to the film industry? तो हमने बोला क्या हुआ? तो he's saying Friday collections drop. So Friday collections used to drop all over India, and that really affected them. So by that time it was known that sorry, these people are not losers, these are stars.
ये बहुत सारी क्वेश्चंस हैं अभी, पर हम आपके एजुकेशन पे आते हैं. मुझे कोई वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट ऑफ योर लाइफ जो बहुत, ये कब हुआ कि आप एक एजुकेशन की एजुकेशनिस्ट बनना चाहती थी? कि ये ट्रांजिशन हुआ कब? बच्चे होने के बाद क्या देखा, किससे बदलाव आया आपकी ज़िंदगी में?
भारती, मुझे लगता है कि बचपन से, आई मीन नॉट बचपन से, बट बाय टीनेज में मुझे रियलाइज़ हो गया था कि बच्चे मेरे साथ मुझे बहुत प्रेम करते हैं, क्योंकि मेरी फ्रेंड्स की छोटी बहनें थी वगैरह, वो हमेशा मेरे पास आके खेलती थी और वो सब. सो आई न्यू दैट चिल्ड्रन लव मी. मुझे टीचर ऐसे बनने का कोई प्लान नहीं था. मैं तो कॉलेज ड्रॉप आउट थी. इनफैक्ट आई ड्रॉप्ड आउट ऑफ कॉलेज जब मैं मिस इंडिया बनी और पढ़ाई लिखाई सब छोड़ दिया था. मैं जब बच्चे बड़े होने लगे तो मैं देखने लगी माहौल क्या था, और मैं बच्चों को पढ़ाती थी, मेरे अब बच्चों को. वो कभी ट्यूशन नहीं लेते थे। दो चीज़ें हुई एक ही टाइम में। परेश ने मुझे देखा, एक बहुत वाहियात किस्म की रोमांटिक नॉवेल पढ़ रही थी मैं, तो परेश ने बोला कि इतनी गिर गई हो क्या तुम कि तुम ये पढ़ने लगी। तो मैंने जाके एमए लिटरेचर का पेपर फॉर्म भर लिया और आई सेड कम ऑन, इंग्लिश लिटरेचर करूँगी तो कम से कम अच्छी किताबें तो पढ़ूँगी। और अनिरुद्ध आदित्य के स्कूल में मैं पीटीए की चेयरपर्सन थी और एक कोर्स था लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटीज़ पे, तो कोई किसी ने भी ज्वाइन नहीं किया तो मैंने बोला चलो मैं कर लेती हूँ, एंड आई जॉइंड। तब यू सी बच्चे बड़े हो गए थे, मीन्स दे वर नॉट बड़े, दे वर गोइंग फुल डे स्कूल। मैं फ्री थी पूरे दिन, तो मैं ट्राई करती थी कि कोई स्कूल में जाके टाइम पास में पढ़ाऊँ, यू नो। जब मैं गई तो आई वेंट टू अ डेफ एंड डम स्कूल। वहाँ ना वो टीचर मुझे एक मेड की तरह ट्रीट करते थे कि हम जा रहे हैं, आप बच्चों का ध्यान रखो। मैंने बोला ये तो मैं नहीं चाहती थी। तब मुझे पता चला कि अगर मुझे कुछ करना है तो मुझे सीखना पड़ेगा। तो मैं लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटीज़ का सीखी और मैं नाट्य द्वारा सिखाने लगी। और जब मैं नाट्य द्वारा सिखाने लगी तो मैंने देखा बच्चों में बहुत फ़र्क पड़ गया। अच्छा, मैं नाट्य द्वारा इसलिए सिखाती थी क्योंकि मैं नाटक से थी और यू नो शफ़ी भाई और वगैरह के साथ ड्रामा गेम्स वगैरह खेले थे, वो पता था। और पृथ्वी थिएटर में एक टाइम थिएटर इन एजुकेशन का वर्कशॉप था जो मैंने किया था, तो मैंने बोला ये तो बहुत अच्छा है, तो ऐसे सिखाने लगी मैंने देखा बच्चों में तो बहुत फ़र्क होने लगा। देन मैंने फॉरेन की एक यूनिवर्सिटी में अप्लाई किया फॉर अ 3 month कोर्स। 3 महीने में आप मुझे ड्रामा कैसे यूज़ कर सकते हैं सिखाने के लिए, आप मुझे सिखा दो। बच्चे बड़े हो गए थे, दे वर इन द 4th 5th स्टैंडर्ड, तो थोड़े मम्मी के साथ भी रह सकते थे 2-3 महीने। यू नो एक तो 2 महीने की समर हॉलीडे थी, फिर 1 महीना यू नो मम्मी आके रहती, ऐसा कुछ प्लानिंग था। पर उस यूनिवर्सिटी ने मुझे बोला कि आपका रिज्यूमे सीवी इतना अच्छा है कि आप क्यों नहीं पीएचडी करती। मतलब पीएचडी का तो सोचा ही नहीं था ना, पीएचडी तो इतनी लंबा सफ़र है। जैसे आप करो तो हम आपको फुल स्कॉलरशिप देंगे। मैंने बोला मुझे रिसर्च का आर नहीं मालूम। वो बोला आप सीख जाएंगे। पर मुझे लगता है कि श्री कृष्ण ने चाहा था कि मैं ये करूं, क्योंकि इतना मुश्किल सफ़र विदाउट हिज हेल्प आई डोंट थिंक सो। जो मीन्स ये कॉलेज ड्रॉप आउट लड़की थी जो पीएचडी कर रही है, यू नो रिसर्च का आर नहीं मालूम, एंड रिसर्च इज़ अ बिग थिंग, एंड वो भी फॉरेन की यूनिवर्सिटी है। एक तो रिसर्च करो फिर रिसर्च लिखो, हाउ टू डू ऑल दैट यू नो। पर तुम्हें मालूम है जब भी मैं लाइब्रेरी में थी, मैं जो भी बुक को हाथ लगाती थी वो सही बुक थी, एंड द लाइब्रेरियन वुड टेल मी दैट वाओ यू नो। दूसरा, परेश ने बहुत सालों तक मुझे किसी प्ले में कास्ट नहीं किया था। अमेरिका के टूर में वो स्पॉन्सर्स अमेरिका के जो थे, एंड चंदू शाह, परेश's फ्रेंड, he says this play you have to do only with Swaroop, otherwise we are not taking it. So it was a play called Shaadi@barbadi.com, and it is a husband and wife. They meet as friends and they marry, and then you know all the chaos that happens in the shaadi. So I had this first class ticket which went from Bombay, London, New York. न्यूयॉर्क से लंदन आके मैं लंदन रुक जाती थी, वहाँ जाके वूस्टर जाती थी, वूस्टर में 1 महीना पढ़ाई करके लंदन आके बॉम्बे आती थी, एंड दैट वेंट ऑन फॉर 3 years. यू नो जस्ट इमेजिन एवरीथिंग। जैसे यू नो हम कहते हैं ना, कायनात ने डिसाइड किया था कि भाई, यूनिवर्स ने डिसाइड किया था कि नहीं तुम करो। तो मैंने किया। आप पूछे उसके पहले मैं एक इंटरेस्टिंग बात बताऊं कि जब पढ़ के आई तो मैंने सबको लेटर लिखा कि मैं हेल्प करूंगी. आई नो द बेस्ट वे ऑफ टीचिंग. किसी ने मुझे जवाब नहीं दिया. पर एक थर्सडे मैंने गुजरात के सीएम को लिखा था. फ्राइडे आई गॉट अ कॉल. दे सेइंग हम सीएमओ से बोल रहे हैं, आप नेक्स्ट वेंसडे को आइए गांधीनगर टू मीट द सीएम. दैट वाज मोदी साहब. एंड आई मेट हिम एंड ही पुट मी इनटू लाइक ही सेइंग क्या करना चाहती हैं आप. सो आई वांटेड टू डू दिस दैट एंड ऑल. तो उन्होंने डायरेक्शन दिया, स्टार्ट टीचिंग द गवर्नमेंट प्राइमरी स्कूल्स. एंड आई स्टार्टेड टीचिंग द गवर्नमेंट प्राइमरी स्कूल्स. एंड आई थिंक दैट वाज द मोस्ट डिफाइनिंग स्टेप in my career as a teacher, because मैंने 2.5 lakh गवर्नमेंट स्कूल टीचर्स को सिखाया. और उसके बाद कभी भी प्रोग्राम बंद हो जाता था ना तो नया दरवाज़ा खुल जाता था. तभी उसी वक्त इफ दिस क्लोज दैट वुड ओपन. मेरा एक पंगा था वो तब के GCRT के चेयरपर्सन के साथ. ही वांटेड मी टू गेट सम पेपर्स पास्ड इन द CMO. और मैंने बोला ये मेरा काम नहीं है, मैं नहीं करूँगी. तो उन्होंने 1 साल किया, 2 साल. 2 साल के बाद उन्होंने मेरा प्रोग्राम बंद कर दिया. पर जब ये बंद हुआ ना, सेव द चिल्ड्रन ने मुझे ऑफ़र दिया. एंड इन सेव द चिल्ड्रन आई स्टार्टेड एवरी टाइम इट वाज अ प्रोग्रेस. सेव द चिल्ड्रन मैंने महाराष्ट्र और गुजरात में आउट ऑफ स्कूल बच्चों को सिखाया. अब तक मैं स्कूली बच्चों को सिखाती थी. इन दिस आई वेंट आउट ऑफ स्कूल एंड आई सो इट इज़ अ ग्रोथ. आई टॉट चिल्ड्रन वर्किंग इन द कॉटन फील्ड ऑफ अमरावती इन गुजरात टू गेट देम बैक टू स्कूल में वापस लाने के लिए. वापस इसलिए कि इंडिया में जब बच्चे का जन्म होता है, टेक्निकली ही इज़ ऑलरेडी एनरोल्ड इन द गवर्नमेंट स्कूल. पर ये स्कूल जाते नहीं हैं, कॉटन फील्ड्स में जाते हैं माँ बाप के साथ, तो स्कूल नहीं आते हैं. सो आई गॉट चिल्ड्रन बैक टू स्कूल. आई वर्क विथ टीचर्स. ये प्रोजेक्ट ख़त्म हो गया. यूनिसेफ के साथ प्रोग्राम शुरू हुआ. यूनिसेफ के साथ 2-3 बहुत बड़े प्रोग्राम किए. एक प्रोग्राम किया भावनगर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में 5,400 विलेजेस, पीयर मेंटर ट्रेनिंग. वो लड़कियां थी बिटवीन द एज ऑफ 15 to 17 एंड हाउ उनकी ट्रेनिंग की इन लाइफ स्किल एजुकेशन जीवन कौशल में. वो जाके उनके स्कूल विलेज में जाके चेंज लाए. जैसे टोबैको बंद कराया, बीड़ी पीना बंद कराया, नो टोबैको और एनीथिंग अवेलेबल नियर स्कूल्स. बैकवर्ड इकोनॉमिकली बैकवर्ड चिल्ड्रन थे जो गांव के बाहर रहते हैं. उनका घर ऐसा होता है. तो वो बच्चों को स्कूल लेके जाने लगे क्योंकि द गर्ल्स रियलाइज दैट इवन दे नीड टू गो टू स्कूल. चाइल्ड लेबर बंद करवाया, चाइल्ड मैरिजेस स्टॉप करवाए. सो ये सब चेंजेस, वेरी बिग सोसाइटल चेंजेस. Then I did a program with Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan where I taught 2.5 lakh teachers simultaneously, एक साथ में सब गुजरात के टीचर्स को. एंड वो था जीवन कौशल एंड आर्ट इंटीग्रेशन में.
But how much has it brought about change in terms of implementation?
Tremendous change in implementation. जैसे मैंने बोला कि ये peer mentor training, they changed the villages, Now these teachers who I taught are all national level teachers. जिन्होंने मैंने 2000 में सिखाया था, they are now PM Shri school principals. They are national award winning teachers. They've changed the teaching style in Gujarat.
But has it become part of the curriculum also now?
Off and on, yeah. It's there in the national education policy. फिर वो ख़त्म हुआ तो महाराष्ट्र में बीजेपी का गवर्नमेंट चल रहा था, तो तावड़े जी got me to go to all the sensitive districts of Maharashtra. तो मैं ट्राइबल एरिया में गई. So you see everywhere, and I don't think there's any teacher like me who teaches from nursery to postgraduates, because I teach in Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel University at Vallabh Vidyanagar. I teach research and life skills to masters in social work. So I teach research till preschool. I've taught in school, I've taught IB schools, I've taught ISC, CBSE, state board, and I've taught children जो कभी school नहीं गए. In tribal area, on the streets, in the slums. So it's such a variation.
How do you define this role of yours in one word?
I don't know if there is anything like that. I can only say that I'm a pure educationalist and a pure academic and a teacher, because you see, there are teachers, and you know, there's one very important thing कि I've done a PhD in education and I've got a D.Litt. So मैं एवे नहीं सिखाती, मैं ऐसे ही जाके नहीं सिखाती कि जो कुछ पता है करती, वो प्लान करके, and it's my original style. So जैसे ड्रामा इन एजुकेशन है, पर जो मैं करती हूँ वो दुनिया में कोई नहीं करता. जैसे मेरी लाइफ स्किल करिकुलम है, वो WHO ने लाइफ स्किल जीवन कौशल का शुरू किया था इन द 90s, पर उनके पास भी करिकुलम नहीं है, मेरे पास है. आर्ट इंटीग्रेशन करते हैं, बट इंडिया में परफेक्ट नहीं करते हैं. ऑल यू सी, लार्जली पीपल डोंट नो. दूसरा, लोग बोलते हैं हम करते हैं, पर मैं उसके बारे में लिखती भी हूँ. तो मैंने रिसर्च पेपर्स लिखे हैं, मैंने बुक्स लिखे हैं. तो अगर कोई अच्छा सिखाता है वो अपने क्लासरूम तक रहता है, पर मैंने बुक लिखी है. आई हैव रिटन 12 बुक्स इन एजुकेशन. सो यू सी व्हाट आई मीन इज इट्स डिफरेंट. इट इज, आई थिंक, a very high quality, you know. There are some fantastic teachers who are teaching in state schools, some fantastic teachers जो IB schools में पढ़ाते हैं, some people who are teaching, you know, on the streets. पर मैं सब जगह करती हूँ, you know. And I teach in English, Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati, 4 languages. So I've taught in Maharashtra, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Jharkhand, Delhi, and a little bit in Puducherry.
अच्छा, जैसे आप बात करें स्पेशल एबिलिटी, लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटीज़ की बात करें, व्हेन यू सी नाउ आजकल सडनली सिनेमा आल्सो गेटिंग दिस काइंड ऑफ स्टोरीज. Amir has done 2 films, and Anupam's film has about an autistic child. So tell me, how is cinema properly integrating or depicting?
I'm sorry, I haven't seen the film on autism, so I can't say. But Tare Zameen Pe, you know, it is a good film, no doubt, and it is like a lot about what he has talked about. The only thing is, it's a little turned over, in the senses he gets the success in the end. But technically, it's small successes which changes them and makes them work. So this guy started working and then he got success. Then that's how dramatic it would be, you know, for a film. Actually, like see in my Jeevan Kaushal program, when I work with learning disabilities, मैं पहले से उनको छोटे छोटे सक्सेसेस देती हूँ, तब जाके वो लोग उनके प्रॉब्लम को एड्रेस कर सकते हैं. दिस गाय विथ हिज टीचर ऑलरेडी एड्रेस द प्रॉब्लम. सो देर आर लिटिल चेंजेस, बट आई डोंट से नो इट्स रॉन्ग बिकॉज इट्स अ फिल्म. But it's quite true and it's quite good and it's very nice, so that, you know, people can know कि learning disabilities क्या है, autism क्या है. It's nice. I think it's good.
How do you see depiction of women in cinema change? You were in the cinema industry when objectification of women was at its peak, I'm telling you.
Now there's objectification of men even. We have all the heroes taking off their shirts. सब शर्ट निकाल के आते हैं, वो भी तो objectification है. But I think it continues, doesn't it?
Nothing changes.
I don't think it changes.
You know, you came, other people talked about your return to cinema. I think Uri was your return.
No, उसके पहले कियन का किया था, but
yeah.
return भी तो नहीं था. I just did films. Yeah.
Tell me about these two films. Kiyan Ka's different film with Balki.
See, so Sathiya किया था, but I look too young to be anybody's mother. वो कैमरामैन कहते थे कि यार ये तो हीरोइन जितनी she looks like the age of the heroine, you know. But like Balki was such a good director, and he offered me this film, and Kiyan Ka, it was great fun, and Uri was super fun too, even though chote roles the. I'm very happy to do small roles. I don't want to do only big roles. पर कुछ आ नहीं रहा है कुछ. But I've been very busy even with my. जब NEP आया pandemic के time में, तो I've written the position papers. फिर NCFSE, that's the National School Curriculum Framework School Education 2023. उन्होंने मुझे chairperson बनाया था for art integrated work. So मैं वो हूँ. These responsibilities are बहुत मज़ा भी आता है, and I'm happy to do it. So I'm actually very very busy.
सिनेमा में रुचि कम हो गई है
जी?
सिनेमा में रुचि कम हो गई है?
नहीं, कम नहीं हुई है, पर शायद मुझे जो चाहती हूँ ऐसे रोल्स नहीं मिल रहे हैं. सो मैं एड फिल्म्स वगैरह नहीं करना चाहती, एंड मैं सीरीज़ तो ज़रा भी नहीं करना चाहती.
सीरीज़ की बात की, कौन सी सीरीज़ आपकी सबसे ज़्यादा चली थी?
ये जो है ज़िंदगी.
उसके ये जो ज़िंदगी के बाद जो
ऑल द बेस्ट
जो प्रोड्यूस की थी आपने, लाइफ होते नहीं, एक सेकंड,
मैंने प्रोड्यूस नहीं की थी.
वन सेकंड,
दैट वाज सब टेलीविजन.
Are you? Let's talk about OMG2. You were the producer. Tell me the subject. Very important. I noted this point. OMG2 as a subject was about, and it faced a lot of problems with the censor board.
See, actually, it's technical. I am a very, very, very spiritual person. As you know, I've grown up in a Vaishnav family, where my nani used to do seva, और मैं नानी के साथ बड़ी हुई हूँ. So there's no question about me questioning the existence of God. But जो दुनिया में भगवान के नाम पे होता है, कभी गलत भी होता है, तो why not we point that out, और वो सनातन धर्म को बिगाड़ता है शायद, So that is something to talk about. Another thing is that's the personal journey of people like Umesh Shukla, Paresh, and all of them, who are, something. Paresh and Umesh Shukla, both are Brahmins, and both are Janevdhari. So they wear Janevs. They've never taken it off from the time they wear it. So if you're wearing a Janev, you can't say that you're not religious. But they are those type who don't believe in certain things. Like maybe they don't believe in rituals. They don't believe in maybe, what's happening in temples, or what's happening in churches, or what's happening, in the name of God. You know what is the best thing about Sanatan Dharma, Hinduism, is that it accepts everything. Atheism is even accepted by us, So, I think it is a good film to look at it from a different point of view, where you should have an open mind and you should see what's happening around you. And I think that was what was very interesting, about the film. But it doesn't deny the existence of God, Yeah.
But OMG2 में आपका role था as a producer था?
You see, OMG is our title. So when they made OMG2, because of the title, we were involved with it too. Besides that,
you said you don't want to make a comeback. Now Smriti has made a good comeback. People are talking about that comeback. People will also want you to see you back.
Yeah, I'm quite ready to come back or do some more films, because just now I finished a lot of work, which is going to last for another 2-3 years. and we're talking about it, you know, in my education. Yeah, I do have a lot of time now. Yeah.
I was looking at a bindi, the Shringar,
I tell you.
which I have also used in my
Yes.
younger days. Tell me about that ad.
That ad was again done like that only. वो frames बच्चे थे. Or Dairam Chawda took a picture of me. You know, I just tied my hair up into a knot and I was wearing a halter blouse. And they liked it and they said, we want this picture for our product. And they used it, you know, like of course I did the ad for it. In between, they took me off and they put other people on and their sales dropped. So they put it back on. In fact, just now a friend sent me a picture, Onam ka hai kuch, Shringar ka, and he's saying, are they allowed to use it? I said, Shringar ki ad hai bhai. They bought my picture that when I was about 17, 18. वही चल रहा है 50 years.
जाते जाते एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन, ये पैजेंट्स की बात करें तो हाउ मच हैव यू सीन द होल पैजेंट चेंज इन टर्म्स ऑफ, पहले बिकिनीज थे उसमें, अभी तो आई थिंक बंद कर दिया है क्या इन टर्म्स ऑफ?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Now I'm not really following, but it's changed a lot. कि हमारे टाइम में हमें कोई सिखाता नहीं था. We were just what we were. Now they're taught too much and there's too much of too similar, you see. Like I think till a certain amount of years, and you put a cut there, you will see that all Miss Indias look different. Suddenly now they're all so perfect that you just can't make out the difference, you know. So I think that's a little bad. Ganpati, we had the best time in our childhood. You know, I stayed in Khetwadi at Pratna Samaj. My Nani's house was there. And every gully of Khetwadi would have a Ganpati. So me and my brother and all of us would go and do darshan of everyone. But you know, something which you probably don't know, I mean, which only our gully knew, is Manmohan Desai used to live in our lane. And every Ganpati he would give us, he would have a film show of whichever latest film of his is there. And he would put the parda and everybody would come and sit in the lane. Now our house was in a very strategic place. So sometimes I've seen the film from the front and sometimes I've seen the whole film from the back. But it was so much fun, and you know, when you're young and you see it, just you sit and watch on the window, you're watching the whole film, so much fun. And at that time we used to go to you know, all Lal Bagh and Parel and all those Ganpatis and do the darshan and all. Now it's become so crowded, I can't do it. But Ganpati was great fun.
कौन सा सिनेमा याद है?
Yes, of course. Rajesh Khanna's Hathi Mere Sathi. We've seen, even I've seen Amar Akbar Anthony. I've seen so many of his films. Yeah, Sita aur Geeta. That was not his.
That was Ramesh Sippy.
Ramesh Sippy's. But I've seen that on the Parda. Maybe I've seen that in Mahabaleshwar. So maybe that's the connection I've seen. So many films, I can't say them now, but yeah, I've seen that.
Thank you for your time.